Fact 1. There are around 1,063 mountain gorillas that exist in the wild. There are in fact two species of gorilla, the eastern and western. The mountain gorilla is a subspecies of the eastern gorilla. Mountain gorillas are endangered and there's only around 1,063 left in the wild, according to the latest census results which come out every 5 to 10 years. Fact 2. They live in two isolated populations. Mountain gorillas live in East Central Africa, with one population living in the Virunga volcanic mountains, which spans Uganda, Rwanda and the DRC, and the other population living in Bwindi Impenetrable National Park in Uganda. They're found in high altitude, montane and bamboo forests, which are surrounded by agriculture and settlements. Fact 3. We share around 98% of our DNA with gorillas. This means that exposure to human illnesses such as the common cold or COVID-19 can be potentially life-threatening to gorillas. Although they're genetically similar, they haven't developed the necessary immunity to these diseases. Fact 4. They're one of the biggest and most powerful living primates. An average male mountain gorilla, once mature, can weigh up to 180 kilograms and measure around 170 centimeters tall. Fact 5. They really like to eat. Mountain gorillas spend about a quarter of their day eating, mainly shoots and leaves, but they have been known to eat snails, ants and bark. Fact 6. They live in family groups. Most mountain gorillas live in stable family groups with around 10 individuals, with one dominant male, the silverback, and several females. Both the males and females in a family group care for their infants, carrying, hugging and playing with them. When they get older, most males and around 60% of females leave their birth group to join another gorilla group, and this helps prevent inbreeding. Fact 7. They cozy up at night. At night, mountain gorillas sleep together in nests on the ground made out of foliage. They can also sleep up in trees. Infants will share their mum's nest to stay safe and warm. Fact 8. They have 16 different types of call. This includes short barks when they're mildly alarmed or curious. And to intimidate rivals, male gorillas strut with stiff legs, beat their chests and use vocalizations like roars and hoots. Fact 9. In the wild, mountain gorillas can live to over 40 years old. Gorillas are classed as infants until they reach around 3.5 years old, and then adults from 8 years old. Males between 8 and 12 years are known as blackbacks, and then from 12 years on they start to develop a silver section of fur along their back and their hips, giving them the name silverbacks. Fact 10. They're under threat. Although mountain gorilla numbers are increasing, there's no room for complacency. A key threat to mountain gorillas is the degradation of their habitat and the risk of diseases. As the region's growing human population struggles to eke out a living, conversion of land for agriculture and competition for limited natural resources puts pressure on mountain gorillas' habitat and increases the risk of disease transmission. Through the International Gorilla Conservation Programme, we work with partners and local communities to conserve the mountain gorilla and their habitat. By helping the local community benefit from mountain gorilla conservation and with the sustainable use of natural resources, we hope